We'll see. Welcome to my video. This is so odd. I've wanted to make these videos since I was like 12 when I first started watching ASMR. Never got around to it though, so this should be cool. Anyways, hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you are doing lovely. So, I kind of just got home from work today and was like, I'm tired. Let me watch some ASMR. And then I did. And then I thought to myself, wouldn't it be fun to make that? Wouldn't it be fun to do that? So here we are. Yeah, so please give me pointers if anything is weird or off. I will always take some advice. This is just a fun little thing that I thought would maybe keep me busy, a bit different from my other hobbies, but that's okay. Again, I watch ASMR pretty much every night to fall asleep. Sometimes it's the only thing that gets me to fall asleep. Crazy. But yeah, I thought, why not? Let's go crazy. Let's give it a try. And I had an idea, and I just did my nails today. I changed them out. Very simple, but it's okay. They're very good for tapping. So I'm excited about that. And I'm gonna tap on some stuff for you today. I'm also going to, do a little bit of scratching, a little bit of whispering, a little bit of, soft speaking. I don't know, we'll see where it takes us. But I thought maybe it would be fun to do a little show and tell, and it'll be a little interesting. I wore my Let's Get Weird shirt today. It's got some frogs. Because I thought it would be fitting. Because I am a big fan of oddities. Bones and taxidermy and such. I don't have a huge collection yet. Because I don't have many places to fit things in this small room, but I thought maybe it would be fun to show off some of the things I've collected. I've got a couple bones, I've got a couple wet specimens. But either way, I hope that you enjoy. And please, again, feel free to give any pointers, feel free to comment, let me know how I'm doing, and if anyone wants to request anything, feel free, because I'm always open to ideas. Again, this is just fun to me. It's weird being on the other end, because I never am. Alright, so we'll get started. Alright, so our first oddity I have is this beautiful coyote skull. This beautiful skull. Actually came from Richmond, Virginia, from a beautiful oddity shop called Rest in Pieces. And I saw him and I was like, he is a need. He is much smaller than I expected, but granted, I haven't really seen a coyote in real life, so of course I wouldn't know how big they are. But he is beautiful, and he is so well preserved. I'll give you a close up here. He is so nice and clean and smooth. He almost doesn't look real, which is crazy, but got the eye sockets. I'm not the best at anatomy. Bear with me, which I know is weird. If I collect this, I should be. I'm getting there. We're gonna get good at this, I promise. Yes, we have these teeth right here, these beautiful teeth. Let's do some tapping. But yes, I got him when I was on the way home from a 13-hour road trip. Yes, and we drove all the way back completely straight through. And yes, ooh, my microphone almost fell over. That's not fun. Anyways, but yes, I found him on, I think we were at like hour 4 or 5 of the trip, and we were driving back, and I was like, wait, we're going through Richmond. There is this oddities shop there that I have wanted to go to, but Richmond is quite a few hours of a drive away from where I am. So, obviously, I was like, I don't know if I will ever really get to this place unless I just happen to be in Richmond, Virginia, which I was. So, we stopped. It was this beautiful building, completely painted black on the outside, and I believe in the window there was this sign that said, "Children left unattended will be taxidermied." And I kind of want to put that on my front door, but don't worry about it. It was very funny. Got a good giggle out of that, but the place is beautiful, and as soon as you walk in, it's covered in bones and taxidermy and beautiful plants. It was so magnificent. Like, if I could have my entire house designed after that, I think I would. But yeah, so they also had a taxidermied giraffe head, well, from kind of like the neck up. It was insane. Not for sale, I don't think, because, you know, there are only certain ones that you can sell and certain ones that you can't. And also, like, a piece like that, it's basically like a museum exhibit. It's beautiful. They also had a hippo skull, which, weirdly enough, a little bit smaller than I expected it to be. I'm realizing my perception of these, you know, animals is a bit thrown off. Oop. I forgot that his jaw is not attached. It is not attached, not attached, not attached, not attached. Alright, let's separate it. Let's look at this beautiful, beautiful jaw. Crazy. Teeth are beautiful. Not sharp, thankfully, or else I would probably be profusely bleeding right now, but don't worry about it. I get a little clumsy sometimes. Little clumsy, little clumsy, little clumsy. But yeah, it was a beautiful place, and when we were in there, I actually saw a cat skull as well, and I didn't have one of those before that, and I was like, oh my god, the cat skull and the coyote skull are like the same price. I don't want to get both, so now I have to choose. And my lovely boyfriend was like, what if I get you the coyote skull, then you could get yourself the cat skull? And I was like, you're the greatest thing that ever happened to me. So that was a wonderful early birthday present from him, because he is, this little guy is so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. And I will show you the cat skull after this because it is their website because I was very interested in how they preserve the animals, because they were so well preserved. Like, these bones are so clean and beautiful. It's like insane. So we'll switch to the top of the coyote skull now. The top of the coyote skull now. Sorry, I'm currently using my desktop as a light because my ring light is completely dead and also I think broken because I got it like quite a few years ago and I haven't used it in a very long time. It's been kind of rotting under my bed, but don't worry about it, it's fine. So, this place was so beautiful, and I found out that apparently they use beetles to clean the bones. Apparently they just eat away everything but the bones, and that was just so cool to me. Because, like, you know, getting into this stuff, you think about, preservation and things like that. I also wanted to be an archaeologist for, like, the first half of my life. So, you know, I kind of was insane and wanted to research a bunch of stuff about preservation and bones and archaeology and stuff like that, and it's just so interesting because I'm like, beetles? It's just a colony of beetles. You just go, okay, it's lunchtime, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Highly recommend the store if you're in the Richmond area. Anytime soon. See, making an ASMR video is kind of legendary to me because I tend to. Now, I am a very introverted person. I don't generally like to talk a lot in the sense of like, I'm not a big small talk person. So, the only thing is, when I have something to tell or something to talk about, I will yap. I belong at the Yap Temple because I will talk and I have to tell you the entire story behind, you know, either an item, a piece of clothing, you know, every time I, like, go to a place or something, I'm like, oh my god, I remember the first time I ever went here. For some reason, it's like some big story every single time. It's so bad, and I don't know how most of my friends don't just go, bro, shh, be quiet, shh. You know, but this is great. This gives me an outlet. I don't think you guys mind if I ramble. I hope you guys are at least, you know, a little bit interested. But either way, that is this beautiful, 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 beautiful coyote skull that I absolutely adore. And I hope you enjoyed his little sounds. Alright, next up, my cat skull. Alright, so next up we have this absolutely beautiful, beautiful little cat skull. Absolutely adorable. How can you not love that face? Look at those big, big eye sockets. Like, every time I see one, I'm just like, I think of the most adorable cats in the world with the giant, the big pupils. I'm sorry, I'm so self-conscious of my breathing right now because I don't have a wind guard that fits over this. And I get like slightly out of breath when I whisper and I get a little too excited. And I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to like blast your eardrums out with like heavy breathing right now. That's a little weird sometimes. So I'm sorry. Anyways, here is this sweet again, so little, so small. Small boy. Fits in the palm of my hand. Absolutely adorable. Look at those teeth. Look at those teeth. I love that their nose looks like a heart. Looks like a heart. Looks like a heart. Looks like a heart. Heart, 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 heart. Such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful specimen, 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 specimen. So yes, I did also get this little friend at that store in Richmond. And they were actually right next to each other, the cat and the coyote. And I believe there was also like a chimpanzee skull or some sort of monkey. I can't quite remember what kind. But I know it was a monkey, which was super cool. There was also really crazy. There's a human skeleton there. Her name is George, and she just kind of chills in this big, like, cage-like structure. It almost reminds me of a bird cage in a way, and it was the coolest thing. And at first I was like, oh my god, fake human skeleton, that's awesome. And then I was like, dude, this place is full of actual bones and actual taxidermy. Why would that be fake? And it had a plaque on it, basically saying that George was, I believe, a Victorian era woman, and her family donated her to the store. Again, I could be mistaken, I could be remembering this wrong, so I'm sorry if I am, but please go look it up, because it's really cool, and she's so beautiful. And I was shocked, because I've been to the Museum of Natural History in New York City before, and I don't know if those are real human skeletons or not. Like, I'd assume so, if it's the Museum of Natural History. Like, I feel like they'd have that, but also, I don't know. Because, like, I wasn't sure if they could have that. But if they can have mummies, of course they can. Granted, I don't know if the Museum of Natural History has a mummy or not. Has a mummy. I'm not sure. I can't remember right now. So, that's my bad. But, anyways. Yeah, so that was kind of crazy to come across. I was really relieved to find out that she was donated to the store as like a sort of like museum exhibit almost. They seem to treat her well, which is nice. Because she was so beautiful, and I was like, wow, that's incredible. It's so weird to see like your bones on the outside. It's like, oh my god, that's me. Of course, because of course I'm also a Victorian era woman, couldn't you tell? But yes. Let's see, what else did they have? They had also the cross section of a human brain. I don't know if it was like a real human brain or not, I'll be completely honest. It looked pretty real, I think, but I don't know, it was very cool. I'm actually taking a class right now on the brain. It's called Evolution of the Human Brain, and now I'm studying physics. So why am I taking a class on the human brain? Because I needed extra credits to graduate, or not really to graduate, it was more so I needed to be full-time. So, I was like, ooh, human brain studies? I'll take that. Because I've always been interested in anthropology as well. Anthropology. And I was like, I'd love to know more about that. Sometimes I just like to fill my brain with information that I really don't need for for, my career in the future or anything. But it's just fun. I'm like, I get to whip that out during trivia night or something, which goes kind of crazy. So, that's always fun. But yes, this beautiful cat skull. I'm currently looking for a name for both the coyote and the cat skull. So if anyone has name suggestions for either of those, we'll happily take them. Happily take them, happily take them, happily take them, happily take them, happily take them. I'm having trouble figuring out where the camera is on the phone. Because my phone is currently sideways, so it's over here. But I'm like, oh, I'm going to point it at the middle of the screen, the middle of the screen, the middle of the screen. But if my finger's at the middle. Okay, please ignore the loud car going on in the background. I really hope that wasn't, like, ridiculously loud. Because my house backs right up to a main road, which is so much fun in the middle of the night when people like to drag race. Actually, I have a slightly funny story about that, but I'll bring out my next oddity first. And I will tell you about my little anecdote. Alright. That was my little kitty, my little cat. Next up, who should I show you? Maybe we'll go wet specimen. I have a very, very special guest I need to introduce you to, so we'll be right back with that. Okay, so my next little show and tell item is a wet specimen. So if you don't know what that means, basically it is a little critter that is preserved in, I believe, alcohol or formaldehyde, something like that. It's something that keeps them preserved. I'm not 100% sure. But basically, they're put in this little jar or container, and it's filled with that, and they are preserved, which is super interesting to me. And it's a little side note. My first wet specimen ever was when I was probably like 9 or 10, I think. And my family went to North Carolina. And when we went to this, what would you call it? Like a gift shop basically, like a little touristy store. And, they've got a ton of these super beachy, kind of cheesy items, like the knickknacks you see at the end of the SpongeBob movie. The first one, the good one. And the difference is, like, none of them are usually ever real. They're all, like, plastic, I think, now. Not SpongeBob or Patrick, thankfully. But when we went, I found this little wet specimen baby shark. I don't know what kind of shark it was, I'll be honest. And I wish I had looked it up, and I probably should look it up, because I actually just found an Instagram reel the other day about this shark, like the little shark in the jar. And it was the exact same one that I had, and I was like, oh my god, I have no original experiences ever. So I was like, oh my god, I have to look that up. But I was like, oh my god, that was my first ever wet specimen at like 10 years old. I was a huge fan of like Coraline and Igor when I was younger. Those were like two of my favorite movies besides Nemo. And so I was like, why are we surprised that I'm suddenly getting back into this? But yeah, that was my first wet specimen, so it started a while ago. Okay, I realize I haven't really given you anything to compare it to. I am in my early 20s. So that is, it's been a while, safe to say. And so I got this guy at the same place in Virginia as the other two because I saw him and I could not pass him up. Because frogs, my shirt is giving a bit of a spoiler, a bit foreshadowing, but I am a big fan of frogs, and I don't know if you'll be able to see him super well here, but this is a leopard frog, a leopard frog, a leopard frog. Get some good glass sounds. But yes, this is my leopard frog. He is a wet specimen preserved, and he is absolutely beautiful. He is so much bigger than I expected him to be, and he has the most beautiful patterns on the back, on his back, on the back. I can speak, I promise. But yeah, I'll give you a little bit more of a close-up on his spots. They are so beautiful, and I understand why they call him a leopard frog, because look at how beautiful that pattern is. And I love that it runs down to his feet and through his arms as well. So he's just chilling. I named him Tony because it just felt like it would be the most fitting name for him. Fitting name. I don't know, something about him just seems like a Tony. But yeah, he is super beautiful, and my story about the drag racing and the road behind me while I tap on this little guy. Some lid sounds as well. Very nice, 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 very nice. I don't know a proper rhythm to go with the tapping, but it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. So, where I live, I guess there's no drag strip. And I kept seeing, when I was younger, maybe like high school, I kept seeing these, like, bumper sticker sort of things on cars that was like, blank, where I live needs a drag strip. And I was like, so perplexed, because I didn't know what drag racing was, but I knew what drag queens were. I love drag queens, by the way. Drag queens. I watch Trixie and Katya way more than I probably should, but don't worry about it. It is okay. It is okay. I also quote them way more than I probably should, but don't worry about it. It is okay. So, of course, my little high school brain was like, I guess they want more drag queens here. Like, I guess they're really into drag queens. Okay. Absolutely, I agree, we should. And then I found out what drag racing was later on, and I was a bit disappointed. Because I was like, man, no, this is just loud car racing. Like, at 1 a.m. when I'm trying to sleep on, like, a Thursday night. When it could be drag queens instead. That's a little disappointing in my mind. My computer keeps trying to sleep. You can't sleep until I do, computer. But yes, this is Tony. noises are nice. I hope you can hear them. Do a little bit of everything, a little bit of everything, a little bit of everything, a little bit of everything. Alright, so that is Tony. Tony the frog, Tony the frog, Tony the frog, Tony the frog, Tony the frog. And I have one more wet specimen for you, and he is very, very, very little. And I don't know exactly, but I think he is a weevil. I think he is a weevil, a weevil, a weevil, a weevil. I'm sorry, it's very hard to see because of the little glare, but he is so wonderful, and I feel bad because I can't remember where I got him from, other than the fact that it was actually at an Oddities Expo I went to 2 weekends ago in Philadelphia. And he was from a booth that was very beautiful, and they had little, like, $15, like, they were like mystery bags, and so I got one, because I was like, sign me up. I'm not generally one who likes surprises, but when it comes to mystery bags filled with weird things, I am okay with it. And so, oh, that's a fun sound. It's like a zipper. And so I got one, and it was this little guy inside, and when I tell you I pulled it out, I saw his schnoz, because he's got quite a sniffer on there. I don't know if you can see, but I was like, I think this might be a weevil. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit of a poser in the weevil fandom, I guess is what you could call it, because, like, I love them and they're such funny creatures, but I should probably know more about them. I cannot name 3 of their songs, unfortunately. But yeah, he came in here, and I also got a little x-ray slide about that big, not much bigger than him, of, I believe it is a tooth or a finger bone, but it's an x-ray slide, which is super, super cool. I would show it, but unfortunately I tried, and it did not come up on camera very well. But that's okay. Either way, this guy is very, very cool. He's got like little scales, which are like super cool. I don't know really how to describe them properly, but yeah, that is my little bug. Alright, so those are my 2 wet specimens, and I think, so as to not make this video too long, I am going to attempt to get this one down and see if I can show you properly, because it's a little bit big, but it's just too cool to not show you, because it is like my most prized possession, one of them at least, and I did in fact get her at the Oddities Expo, and I will be right back. I will be right back. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So this segment might not be as long just because I am afraid of breaking this beautiful. I say as I hit the mic. Oh, I'm so uncoordinated sometimes. This is my friend Willa. This is my friend Willa. And she is a beautiful, let me move my microphone out of the way. Very carefully. And she is a female wildebeest. And she is a female wildebeest. She is quite heavy, though still weirdly enough lighter than I expected her to be. And she is my pride and joy. Because she is so beautiful. Let me bring you in a little bit closer here so that you can see her. And so that you can hear her. So you can see her and hear her. So you can see her and hear her. So you can see her and hear her. She has these absolutely beautiful horns. Kind of hard to see. I'm sorry, my room is dark. Because it's messy and I didn't want you to see it. But either way, she is beautiful. And yes, she's a female wildebeest. And I got her while I was at the Oddities Expo. And because we drove to Philly, I had to cover her in the pillows and blankets that I have in my car. Because the back seat of my car is covered in a blanket and pillows. Because I'm crazy like that, I guess. But yeah, let's take a gander at this long snoot. Very good for tapping. Very good. I hope the tapping and the sounds for this are good. I hope so. But yes, she is absolutely gorgeous and quite heavy. And I currently have her hanging on my wall. Monkey hooks are way stronger than I thought they were, apparently. But yes, she is beautiful. And now she is incredible because when I was younger, I had quite the obsession with wildebeest. And it was because I thought their name was so intriguing. Wildebeest. I believe they're called gnu's. It's like G-N-U. Gnu. I don't think you pronounce the G, but I also just don't know. Should probably look it up. But I think wildebeest is cooler, I'm not gonna lie. I think it sounds way cooler. And so I just thought that was the coolest name, and they are the weirdest looking creatures. But in like the most majestic way. Like they look like they shouldn't quite exist, but they do anyways. Out of spite. But yes, I love their horns. And I never in my life thought I would own a skull of a wildebeest. Like, that is crazy. But I was very thankful because I also just recently got a new job that pays a little bit better. So I thought, you know what? Treat yourself, you know. But yes, so I saw her and I was like, hey, bestie, I think you have to come home with me. she was at another booth, and I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, I can't remember the name of the booth off the top of my head. But it was beautiful, and they had all sorts of beautiful skulls. And there was this one, I don't know what animal it was. Probably more like a deer, but it definitely wasn't a deer. Maybe like like a gazelle. Oh god, I feel like such a poser for the animal universe right now. I also, I wanted to be a zoologist. I wanted to be a marine biologist. Archaeologist. I wanted to be everything dealing with animals when I was younger. Weird how all of a sudden I'm like, I want to be a physicist. But it's okay. This is last semester of school. I can't go back now. But it's okay. As much as I love animals and stuff, I also love physics. Maybe I'll do a video on that later on. Because I have a lot of textbooks that are very interesting, and I happen to really like book sounds and page turning and page scratching and bindings and stuff. So I'll probably do a video on that next. Going through some of my textbooks if anyone's interested. But yeah, so there was a gazelle or something, but the most beautiful horns, but I was like, that is not gonna fit in my room. It's just not. I was also gonna get a warthog skull instead, but I had nowhere to put it again because I was like, I need something to hang on my wall because I have 0 floor space left. I really don't. He would not have fit. But yeah, so this absolute beauty. Look at these teeth. They're a little loose. They almost sound like the keyboard keys. I don't know if you also watch these videos, but they're the ones where it's like the silent keys. And because I'm slightly insane, I like to fall asleep to those. But it reminds me of those. But yeah, we have the back. The back. I will not hit myself in the head with this. Oh, I did. Okay. Anyways, the back of the head is very, very interesting. Some pieces scare me a little bit because they sound like they're a little loose. Tell me that doesn't sound exactly. Give myself a mustache. Tell me that doesn't sound exactly like those keyboard videos. That's crazy. Anyways. Yeah, the back is very intricate. The back is very intricate. But yeah, she is absolutely beautiful. And honestly, it was the reason I wanted to do this video because I was like, oh my god. Talk about a niche. I feel like I haven't seen many, if any, ASMR oddity videos. I've definitely seen crystal videos. I happen to love those. I also have many crystals that I could probably do a video on too, which would be fun. But yeah, I was like, she is so beautiful, and I think it would be fun to put her into a video. But yeah, so that is my beautiful wildebeest skull. I don't know if I mentioned, but her name is Willa. Willa. Fitting. Alright, my dears. My dears. So that is all I have for you right now. I do have a couple deer skulls, but unfortunately they're in places where I think if I remove them, I'm going to struggle profusely getting them back into that position. But yes, I have one that I got upstate that is currently mounted on the wall. That is like a full skull. Then I have, or no, I got that one from Pennsylvania. dresser. I got one from an antique store in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And it was a beautiful find, and I was very happy about it. I spent most of that trip going, I will find bones somewhere. I've got, but yeah. Then I have one partial skull, almost full antlers, and a set of antlers, both from a little adventure up to New Paltz, where I found this antique barn that was beautiful, and I went twice, 2 different times upstate New York, and it was so interesting because, you're used to seeing New York City in the media and everything, and you're like, that's all of New York, and then you realize, oh my god, the rest of New York is absolutely beautiful, and I have only been, I think the farthest I've been is New Paltz. So, and that area, like the Mohawk area too, I think I'm saying that incorrectly, but it's okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, basically there's this cool antique barn there, and I found both the skull and the antlers, I have found both of them there, which was really cool. But yes, unfortunately, they're in slightly weird places right now where I'm kind of afraid to take them down, but it's fine. Maybe we'll do another video with just the deer skulls next time. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it here because I don't want to make this video too long. But if you liked this, I ask that you please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, anything you want to do. I would be happy with, and I would be super appreciative of. I like doing this, and I'll probably keep doing it even if I don't get a lot of people that come to watch, but that's okay. I appreciate anyone, and every single one of you that watches. So, if you'd like to do any of that, I would greatly appreciate that. But yeah, let me know what you like. Let me know if you have any recommendations, any requests. I will be happy to, see what I can do. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry about the cars again. I will see you all in the next video. And let's see. My song recommendation of today is, well, since I'm saying video, I think a good recommendation would be the song Video by Jane Remover. Her music is absolutely incredible, especially that album. And that song in particular has been on repeat for me for quite a few weeks now because my partner showed it to me. And huge inspiration. So I highly recommend again. Video by Jane Remover is today's song recommendation. Alright. Well, thank you guys for watching. And I hope you have the best day